just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Y'all can't talk about basic.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run here with a rookie. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. The Chiefs at 9-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mahomes going to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 41-yard line. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Noah Gray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st down, hits Hampton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Complete to Johnston here. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Trying to run for it with Hampton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Yellow!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. His throw incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I mean, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Davis now to return it. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just how the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now 2nd and 5. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hampton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Herbert now. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyler Conklin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
she got free to kick back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall as Shaq now. Still push a button to let them before the back now.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. With Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so suddenly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run. And a short gain down to about the 33. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. 2nd down and 8.
Yellow.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hands it off out of the gun. Well, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than their partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That one complete to McConkey. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey from 21 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Manny, you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Rice.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here, Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. Now that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Attack, attack! Yellow!
Back to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow!
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Barker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. It across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that. because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Like, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's brought in by Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A draw play, Hampton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely, that was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. To get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
Lion.
They snap it to Herbert. A short throw. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are back within a score.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
37-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
I don't need to.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. He's across midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we're talking about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that touchdown grab has officially solidified his historic season as record-breaking. He now has the new NFL standard for the most receiving touchdowns in a single season. Congratulations. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Herbert now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Right side, he has Johnston. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Cap it.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Crowd right. Set. Let's go.
Harris. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Hey, go line. Set.
Again, it's Harris. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A final recovery for the Chiefs touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 19-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards there for number 15. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but
Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and you're going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert throwing again.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Now he gets free up the left sideline. He's to the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, an even 90 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
380.
On the ground, this is Hampton. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A run. Here's Hampton. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And the Chargers first down.
Ready, run.